सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अज्ञात्वा ते महत्त्वं यदिह निगदितं विश्वनाथ क्षमेथः स्तोत्रं चैतत्सहस्रोत्तरमधिकतरं त्वत्प्रसादाय भूयात् वेधा नारायणीयं श्रुतिषु च जनुषा स्तुत्यता वर्णनेन स्फीतम् लीलावतारैरिदमिह कुरुताम् आयुरारोग्य सौख्यम् आयुरारोग्य सौख्यम्.
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Janana. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. As Bhaṭṭatiri takes us through Brahman, the Swarupa of Brahman, the way the Jivatma has to realize that Aikya Jnanam as per the Advaita school of philosophy, he now comes to the dhyanam that needs to be done on Bhagavat Rupa. So he says, Adau Hairanya Garbhim Tanumavikala Jivatmika Masthitasthvam Jivatvam Prapyamaya Gunagana Khachito Vartase Vishwayone Tatrodvriddhena Satvena Tu Gunayugalam Bhakti Bhavam Gatena Chitva Sattvam Chahitva Punaranupahito Vartita He Tvameva Adau Tvam Asthitaha. At the end of Brahma Pralaya, when the Pralaya occurs, Adau, Tvam, during that, Asthitaha, you did begin the act of creation as Pradyumna. So Pradyumna is the one who's responsible for the creation. Asthitaha, Tanum, Hairanya Garbhim, in the body of Hiranyagarbha. So the initial Srishti done by Bhagavan through his form of Pradyumna and then later handed over to Brahma. So Brahma does the remaining Srishti. Tanum Hairanyagarbhim Avikala Jivatmikam, that collective form, the subtle form of the life principles, whatever we see of the Jivatma. Hey Vishwayone, you are the cause for that universe. When I say cause, do not assume Jivatma is created. That is also equally eternal. Tvam Prapya, then you, hey Krishna, after assuming Jivatvam, the state of Jivatman, again, this is as per Advaita school, where it is believed that the paramatma through that Maya becomes a Jivatma. So essentially, when there is Vidya that dawns and the Avidya and thereby that Maya, Tirodhanam is removed, that Aikya Bhavam is seen. So essentially, it is the Paramatmas whose reflection becomes the Jivatma. So in a way, they are one and the same, but a subtle difference. Tvam prapya jivatvam vartase maya guna gana khachitaha. So you do manifest with the association of Maya, Maya khachitaha, Maya guna gana khachitaha, with the sattva rajo tamo gunam. Tatra chitva guna yugalam, destroying the two gunas, which is Rajo and Tamo, to attain that Sattva guna. Udvriddhena Sattvena, by means of a very well developed Sattva guna. Gatena Bhakti Bhavam, which had assumed the characteristics of Bhakti or devotion. There is absolute Bhakti and devotion that is assumed here. Gatena Bhakti Bhavam, which had assumed that Punaha Hitva Sattvam Cha. Again, after giving up that Sattva guna too, that Sattva guna was also given up. Vartitahe anubahitaha, that Jivan shall remain unlimited and free from all bondages. Tvam eva, as one with you. Then Bhaṭṭatiri says, Satvonmeshat kadachit khalu vishayarase dosha bhoghepi bhuman bhuyopyeshu pravrittihi satamasi rajasi prodhate durnivara chittam tavad gunacha gratitamiha mithastani sarvani roddhum turye tvayeka bhaktihi sharanamiti bhavan hamsarupi nyagadit. Hey Bhuman, oh the one who is perfect, kadachid sattvon meshat, on account of the upsurge, the rise in the sattva guna, dosha bhoge sati api, although there is a realization of the bad consequences. Later, Kalu Vishayarase, because of the enjoyment that is given by the pleasures around, that therefore, Yeshu Pravrittihi Bhavati, activity of the kind therefore becomes irresistible, Durnivara. What is that attributed to? Rajasi Satamasi. Sa tamasi, rajasi, sa tamasi, both the two other gunas, rajogunam and tamogunam. Prodhate bhuyaha api, grows powerful again. So there is an increase in its power. Till such time, tavat chittam gunaha cha, the mind, the manas and all the gunas, mithaha grathitam, they are intertwined with each other. Have you seen those threads? Once they become intertwined, it's very tough to remove. So mithaha grathitam iha, therefore mithaha gratitam iha rodhum tani sarvani. Therefore, now here to prevent all of these from happening, there is only one way. What is that? Sharanagati. Sharanam eka bhaktihi tvai. So when Krishna says mamekam sharanam vraja, leading to that Sharanagati, which is an anga of the Bhakti Yoga as stated by Krishna in the 18th chapter. Here too, Sharanam Eka Bhaktihi Tvai, that one-pointed devotion towards you. Turye, which is beyond the state of the three states of existence. We speak of Turiya as one state, then the Jagrat Dasha, Swapna Dasha. So these are all dashas, that is beyond that state. Iti bhavan hamsarupi. All this jnanam has to be bestowed. By whom? By Bhagavan. In the form of what? That is where he says, Iti bhavan, you, bhavan, hamsarupi, you came in the form of a divine swan. Nyagadit, did instruct Sanaka and others. Santi Shreyamsi Bhuyansi Ruji Bhidaya Karminam Nirmitani Kshudraanandascha Santa Bahuvidhagataya Krishna Tebhyo Bhaveyuhu Svacha Chakhyata Sakhe Nanu Mahita Tamam Shreyasam Bhakti Mekam Tvad Tulyaha Khalu Vishaya Jusham Sammadaha Kenava Asyad. Hey Krishna, Hey Bhagavan, Bhuyamsi, Shreyamsi, Api, amongst the various superior paths of actions that are given, that indeed, Nirmitani Santi, prescribed in the texts by great sages. So sages have shown us the path. Karmina, Ruchi Bhidaya, for men of action to suit their taste and competence. See, I should have qualification to follow that path. Tebhyaha, such people, out of them, bahuvidha gatayaha, many of those paths, bhaveyuhu, santaha, kshudranandaha. They may be transient, they may not be permanent in nature, and they may give happiness temporarily. So he says, kshudranandaha. Therefore, tvam, you, tvam cha achakyatha nanuhu, you indeed prescribe Sakhe Shreyasam Bhaktim, to your friend Uddhava this path of devotion. You have to prescribe this path of devotion, Eka Mahita Tamam, as the unique and the most glorious one. This is the most important path. Vishaya Jusham Kalu. Indeed, for those who delight in sensual pleasures, for those who enjoy those sensual pleasures, Kenava Syat Sammadaha. By what means can their happiness be? Tvadbhaktyananda Tulyaha, equal to the happiness generated by devotion towards you. What better path can come? He asks. Then he continues, Tvadbhaktya tushta buddhehe sukha niha charato विच्युताशस्य चाशाः सर्वाः स्युः सौख्यमय्यः सलिलकुहगरस्येव तोयैकमय्यः सोऽयं कल्विन्द्रलोकं कमलजभवनं योगसिद्धिश्च हृद्याः नाकाङ्क्षस्त्येकदास्तां स्वयमनुपतिते मोक्षसौख्येऽप्यनीयः तुष्टबुद्धेः त्वद्भक्त्या, for those whose mind is completely devoted to you, charataha iha sukham, and moves about here delightfully, vichyutashasya sarvaha ashaha, after having abandoned all desires, all quarters, syuhu saukhyamayyaha, will be full of enjoyment, salila kuha ragasya, like a creature living in water for whom? Like a creature that is living in water. Sarvaha toyaika mayyaha iva. If you are living in water, that creature will find everything is watery. Similarly, saha ayam kaluna akankshati. Such a person indeed never yearns, never asks for Indralokam Kamalaja Bhavanam. They will not ask for Swarga, where there is various pleasures. Kamalaja Bhavanam, Kamala, lotus, Kamalaja, the one who's born of lotus, Brahma, Bhavanam is Satyalokam. Kamalaja Bhavanam, neither Swarga, Amaravati of Indra, nor Satyaloka of Brahma. Hridyana, Yoga Siddhincha, or even the accomplishments of a sage. Forget Brahma and Indra, even of a sage. Astam etad. Let it be like that. So Bhaṭṭatiri says, let it be like that. Asau bhavati anihaha, that person even becomes indifferent to moksha saukhye api, even to moksham, swayam anupatite, which on its own comes to him. So there is a material that comes on his own to him. त्वद्भक्तो बाध्यमानोऽपि च विषयरसैरिन्द्रिया शान्तिहेतोः भक्त्यैवैवाक्रम्यमाणैः पुनरपि खलु तैर्दुर्बलैर्नाभिजय्यः सप्तार्चिर्दीप्तितार्चिर्दहति किल यथा भूरिता दारुप्रपञ्चं त्वद्भक्त्यौघै तथैव प्रदहति दुरितं दुर्मदः केन्द्रियाणाम् अपि च Tvad-bhaktaha, even if you're devotee, badhyamanaha vishayarasaihi, is affected by the enjoyment of sensual pleasures, indriya ashanti hetoho, on account of the lack of tranquility of the sense organs, na abhijayaha kalu, he is not at all conquerable, because taihi durbalaihi punaha api, by those weak sense objects again, akramyamanaihi bhaktya eva. See, bhaktyaha eva, only through bhakti, akramyamanaihi, they can be easily won over, they can be overcome. Yatha deepti tarchihi saptarchihi, saptarchihi, that fire, deepti tarchihi, that is very well lit. Yatha, like that lamp. Dahati bhuri daru prapancham, that small fire can burn the entire forest. Daru prapancham, daru is wood. Daru prapancham, the entire forest full of wooden trees. Tatha eva kila tvad bhaktyauge, similarly the flood of devotion to you, pradahati sati duritam, will destroy all sins. Keshavayanna kedumidarayavellam kedum, says Nammalvar. Durmadaha indriyanam, where is the question of the depravity of the senses? So he says indriyanam durmadaha. Where is the question of these senses affecting you when all these sins get destroyed because of bhakti towards you, says Bhaṭṭatiri in this episode.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते. नारायण 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 नारायण